the first SMB meeting after the summer holiday. When we planned this, we hoped that 1.5 meter distance away, but it developed a little bit different. That's how. That's this month that it's more easy to get more people. Like I said, welcome today. We have a lot of pitches. So now a program for just a few speakers. But a lot of pitchers from companies working here on Novioscan. And I have a diverse message from how can you help me to how can I find money or whatever, or how can I help you. I think in total it's 7 pitches that we have today. And I suggest we start with the first one. And I think, Tom, let's do it first. Okay. Maybe we have about 6 to 7 minutes per pitch. And okay, take too long. And then I'm away from the stage. Okay. But I'll if correct. This one, yes, one is already working out. Okay. Thank you, Martijn. Thank you for the invitation for today. Indeed, my name, Tom van der Dussen, working for Holland Semiconductors. We have a community of well over 200 Dutch companies. Some of them are combined into a cluster. That's my responsibility, together with 2 colleagues. One of them will be here also today. One is okay, better than us right now. Our members are our strength. Pretty well over 75 Dutch-based companies, hence the name Holland Semiconductors. And our goal is to strengthen them, bring them together, unite them, and of course, take care of growth, the national growth. For reference, total semiconductor industry within the Netherlands is about 23 billion euros big. And most of it is done. Okay, thank you. Most of them is taken done far away. Think of Asia, China, Singapore, Japan, US, also still a strong and big market. So let's take care of their international growth by combining forces. Looking at the market, semiconductor business, it consists out of 7 parts, 7 pieces. And the great thing is, within the Netherlands, as you can see, we are well proposed in all of those sectors, which means within the Netherlands, we can design, invent, develop the machines, and manufacture a chip, semiconductor device, which is strong, which is great. Only 2 other countries in the world can say this. So we have a big strength. Let's take care of it. Our job to do so, bring them together. How do we do this? As you can see, collaborating initiatives, innovation projects, sharing infrastructure, a little bit more in a second, and take care of international meetings and webinars. So bring those Dutch companies, make them visible into international markets like Taiwan, Singapore, China, for instance. One proposal, collaborating initiatives. Think of an RF knowledge lab. Just spoke to somebody from the Radboud University. RF, radio frequency, is a big terrain, it's like a big umbrella with lots of knowledge. The Netherlands is very strong into that, but there's still some blank spots. We are thinking of designing our knowledge. Dutch kenniscentrum. Combine forces between commercial companies, bring local initiatives, bring students into it, let them develop new solutions, new inventions into RF technology. Same for minimal fab, one of our other projects. If you think of semiconductor business, ASML machines, they can manufacture, I don't know, 100,000 chips within an hour. It's great. Some purposes, think of a laptop, a computer, a mobile phone, but there are also requests from the market to design, manufacture just a few chips. 5 pieces, 50 pieces. But where to go to? No commercial company taking care of it right now. So we thought, let's develop a minimal fab. A plug-and-play design center where you can go to as a company and ask for 5 or 10 or 50 pieces of computer chips. Unique chips. Other things we do, combine forces, as I just mentioned, Bring companies together, 4, 5, or 6, which can develop a total new machine or a new system, including some government money, like the Groeifonds. Pocket reloaded projects means that you also bring in some international aspect. Collaborate with Germany, for instance. We take care of that. It's our job as Holland Semiconductors. Find those companies, bring them together, find some governmental money, bring an international aspect, develop a new system, a new product. So, very good, very nice to do. Something else? Upcoming events. As I said, international business created, bring companies abroad. SummerCon Europe is a big show. It will be a physical show, as we expect, in mid-November. So we'll go there with a pavilion, Dutch-based companies, all together at once go to Munich. Matchmaking, well, as traveling is quite hard at the moment, especially in Asia, like China or Taiwan. Borders are closed, you cannot go there, but you can do it digitally via a B2 match platform. So bring in Dutch companies, let them get acquainted with companies abroad. Take care of that. That's something we take into China. We all know the Chinese market is very big, it's fast, semicon business. Well, how do you get there? Dutch as an e-company, how do you get in touch with the Chinese market? Okay. Please ask us. We can bring you there, get you in touch with the right parties. We call it the Dutch Cyber Center. Some upcoming events. If somebody's interested in join one, learn more, get acquainted, meet the other members. In 2 weeks' time, we have a special topic about business development within the semicon business. September 23rd, cybersecurity. As soon as you paper, watch the news, listen to the radio, we all know about hacking, asking for bitcoins. It's a big issue, it's a big problem, also within semicon business, as all those companies need to collaborate, work together. They need to share data, need to share information. How do you secure your computer network? And antivirus. Okay, how do you do it? All of our members, they have the same issue. We bring them together into a cybersecurity platform. Let them talk, let them meet, talk about it. SummerCon Europe in Munich, as mentioned, Scientific Day in November. So a busy agenda. And I thought, well, let's take the opportunity, as I can see all today. Would be great. Do you know of any startup new semicon companies to touch with? Well, please let me know. Are there any sectors where you can need a low volume or chips? We have the minimal fab design center. Let me know. I'd like to learn those companies with that need. And I'm looking for a new colleague. My colleague is leaving us soon, so if you know somebody on communications, please share. You can contact me directly via email, via the website. Thank you all.
Not just technical companies you're looking for, but also companies that might want to look these kind of
Exactly. Yeah. Applications.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next speaker is from Brain Enterprise. Well, two speakers here.
You don't get twice 3 months.
No, it's fine. It's okay. Yes, it's working.
Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming out here on this beautiful Tuesday. It's very sunny outside. Could be there. Chose to be here. Thank you for that. Can we get the? Oh, this is the clicker. So my name is Troelstra, and this is Guus Kluijsen, the CEO and founder of Brain Enterprise and 51 Hertz. And we're here today to introduce you to a unique and, in my opinion, technology. What we have created is the 51 Hertz mind scan. And I think as long as people have been thinking, we also invented the psychology, trying to understand how we think, why we think, and what our cognitive processes are like. And with our mind scan, we are able to get a glimpse of all of these workings. Here will explain to all of us how we can do that with our problem. Should I put on the next slide, please?
Hello, good evening, everybody. See, my scan is a scanner. We read the frontal cortex and then we get a report. How do we do this? The brain works on electricity. The electricity is readable. So consciousness can be read from electricity. I'm a psychologist and I want to help my clients with what's going on. And then I came in the world of neurotechnology, and then I found a way to read the frontal cortex. So it's on an EEG. What is EEG? EEG is a rhythm of the brain. But yeah, we do it in a Fourier transform, and we get different frequencies. Different frequencies stand for the for how we send emotions. So there's a thought, then there's a brain frequency, 18.5 hertz. With that hormone, we start adrenaline as the hormone, and that's the feeling that I'm angry. So that's the scale of how the brain functions, frequency, emotion, results in the. We produce this in a report. So we know 5 emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, panic, and fear. So they have all their own frequency. You can tell what's going on, if it's high or low with this person. We also measure energy. The same like in the telephone, how full is your battery? Oh, and then you can, if it's low in energy, you have to do something. So it can only be low if you don't sleep enough, don't eat enough, have an illness, or are stressed. So stress measurable is also a thing. So hormones as cortisol and noradrenaline are the stress hormones. Now I give the mic back to my colleague.
So over the past 15 years, Guus has been developing this tool, and I think so far we've done more than 10,000 scans, which is quite a lot, which is a huge data set. But still, we need to do more research to validate this tool and our findings. So we need a partnership with a partner, for example, a university, help us, to validate the tool. We also like to find a partner that can work with us to build burnout prevention in companies, for example. And we're looking for partners that can help us in general to create social impact in the Netherlands using this technology. So it can be very broad the way that you work together with us. So whatever it is or whatever opportunity you see, please reach out to us after the event, or reach out to us through the website, which is 51hertz.nl. Yeah, we hope to get in contact with you and meet with you after. And thank you very much.
I say when I listened to this story, last 1.5 years we were sick. All the things I would have loved to have something like that. To see if the ones on the other side are engaged. Very easy. Thank you. Maybe one question.
Maybe your measurements right now can be in the report.
I don't do it right now. I don't do it right now. It's off. I can turn it on, but there is on the 51hertz website you can download, so you can see what we measure.
Okay.
And it's based on how consciousness work on a scale model from low frequency to high frequency. Left brain, right brain, all functions are monitored by us. So we can tell something about personality, we can something energy, stress, emotions.
Ask something? Sure. Yeah. So when do you measure it? Do you have a questionnaire and then measure the brain based on that, or just measure this blank?
Yeah, you can just come in, maybe using this technology. Just sit down the way you do right now. You get the screen in your head and you do and we filter out all the movements, like with your eyes and your body. We filter all those signals out, and that's how you. And then we get the data. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to ask the backbone, Novioscan, what genders?
The floor is yours.
Can you hear me? My name is Kenders. I'm the sales manager of a company called Novioscan. And Novioscan is the inventor and wearable leather sensor, which we'll use for children with incontinence in the age of 12. So it's a product device what has certification, a class 2, and normally this kind of products have only class 1. But because we use ultrasound measurements which go into the directly into the body, then it will be an upgrade to a class 2 device. And that brings a lot of extra work, also the audits and that kind of stuff. And next to that, it's ISO 13485. We are founded in 2014, and what we have done is that there was a collaboration with he was looking for some kind of solution to detect the maximum bladder capacity directly instead of using what until then was available like alarm or in the during nighttime night alarm, and but that was always based on time, and now we wanted to some kind of device with direct detection of monitoring of the maximum bladder capacity. So they start developing it, and in April 2018 the product was introduced during a congress, and from there on we started our product mainly into the hospitals, and that means pediatricians or pediatric neurologists or specialized nurses who treat these kind of children in their practice. We're now with 11 employees, and last year we were acquired by the Swedish company international Accenture, and therefore we are no longer a startup, but we are incorporated into this company, and you can maybe know some products of it, like tentelzakjes or all kinds of diapers at the Kruidvat company, and all kinds of other absorbing materials. And they were very anxious to buy us because their diaper, which they use sensory. They would like us to develop even more device used for adults in the near future. Okay, what does it do? It's almost, I can show you a little bit. It's, until now, its size is like this, and it's being used with an adhesive on the belly of the chair. It means that if you have the right position and Bluetooth and your an app which you can download or you can load the mobile phone, and that communicates with information like maximum data capacity. Then you make a connection with your phone, you can put information in to the device, and then when you is in the right spot, then it starts measuring every 30 seconds the bladder capacity. And then device, when the bladder is full for around 80 or 80%, then this will give a very nice vibration as a notification, so no noise. So when these children are in the classroom or playing outside or doing sports, they only feel this vibration themselves. Nobody knows that they have some kind of signal that they have to go to the toilet. Then they still have around 10 minutes to go. And yeah, and then when they go to the toilets and they empty the bladder, then this whole cycle starts again until the next maximum bladder. So that's basically it. It's personalized, so this can be used to it's not just for one child. If one who has does not use this anymore, you can give this to another child and you personalize it by entering all the information with the app for the particular child. And next to so what it does, it works on the Bluetooth. It improves the quality of life of these children. We say stay dry, play free. It's an effective way during training for the problem of incontinence. There's a voiding diary incorporated. Now of the early days what the parents had to fill a form and measure what time the child went to the toilet. You have to make a notification of that, but that now automatically will into this voiding diary. You need less incontinence products. Bedwetting alarm is time and not too late or too early, and therefore we think that we have a very nice product which can support these children with incontinence problems in this age group. We are already selling the products not only in the Netherlands but also in other countries. In the Netherlands we have direct sales. In all the other countries, we have a selling by distributors, and from there we go forward. Thank you very much for your
I have one question that has to do with the end of the program.
Okay.
So you drink a lot of coffee with Troelstra.
I did.
I guess so. We'll get back to that later.
Okay.
Short question and short answer.
This is a fine product. We do that product for other people, like in the and that kind of stuff, so that you can read out and what is one nice life.
What do you mean by that?
Oh,
We are running out of time. So
Yeah, very good.
I would like to ask the next one, Michael Cosmos, take the floor.
Yes, thank you for that.
Okay.
Right. I'm economics. Together with Skip van Kandelaar, we founded Micro. And I want you to think about the last time that you had a bad night's sleep. Either you were disturbed, you probably felt tired, and you were less productive at work. Now imagine that you're seriously ill and you have that poor night's sleep. You want to recover. Would you be able to do that? More than half of the patients in the hospital experience poor sleep. And that's mainly due to the external noise and sound from medical devices, from nurses. So that makes them not able to sleep adequately, while we know that sleep is vital for recovery. So we want to change this scary and noisy environment in something that feels more secure and comfortable, like we all know from our childhood. So that's why we developed our dome, which reduces external light and sound, and therefore improves the sleep and recovery of patients. So on the top left, you see an impression of our dome in a clinical setting, and on the bottom right, you can first prototype we built, and we also performed our first user test with it. From that user test, we got a lot of great feedback, and we are now actually finalizing our second prototype, which will be used for the pilot. And now we have a dome which you can open and close to get your personal space. But in the future, we imagine a dome that can even further improve your stay in hospital. You can add light therapy, you can add patient monitoring, you can add communication system, screen, sound, all that kind of. So our new prototype is being finished with the feedback we received in April this year. We did a small pilot study at the oncology department at the 7 patients used the dome 2 or 3 days. And we got fantastic results. The patients were very happy because they had less disturbance of light. They felt they experienced more privacy, and they also had less disruptions. And 3 patients even mentioned that they had better dome. And also the nurses were very positive. They said it was not in the way during their normal work. It was easy to install, and they saw that patients were getting benefit from using it. So what we're going to do next is start our bigger pilot study at the Dussen intensive care and cardiology department with our new models that we are making now. And that pilot is going to run from October to March, and we're going to really look at improvement of sleep quality, reduce delirium, reduce fear, and all kind of outcomes. And we are planning other trials in other hospitals like Isla and Nijmegen, St. Antonius, to get more feedback because they are very interested to try it with their patients. We even got a professor from the university that's really excited to try it on. So 2 weeks visiting him in Berlin, which will be very exciting. We got to this point because of programs, because of one, but also programs which helped us accelerate, which was the EIT and the ESL program. Okay, now you can introduce us to all departments that are interested in because from January onwards we still have time and space to do some small jobs at hospitals. We're also looking to expand our team for an industrial designer to help us develop the product. And we're also raising our first round beginning next year. So if you are or you know investors, then please contact me. Thank you a lot. Any questions?
You have a placebo dome.
The placebo dome, no, we're not having that.
Certain patients with statistics.
Yes.
Problem placebo effect. Judging.
Of course. Why the small pilot study was mainly to get our first feedback on improving our product and to be prepared for the big pilot. So
Placebo dome. Transparent.
Well, I study design in this way that every patient can be compared to himself. So we're going to use one dome and one night and no dome the second. Yeah,
But it's always situation.
we try to do our best at the same.
There's a huge market for people with snoring parts.
Thank you.
I would like to ask the next presenter, Tworby, to stage.
So hello everybody, my name is Bob, and in the coming 4 to 5 minutes I will tell you something about Tworby. And I first would like to start with Mr. Knoops. He's living in Berg, in the northern part of Limburg, and about 1.5 years ago he bought a bike, which he used for doing groceries, going to his family, or just for recreational cycling. But one time he had an accident and then he stopped cycling. Besides the fact that he really loves to cycle, he's also really dependent on his bicycle because he can't drive anymore in a car. It's really hard for him to walk. That's why we developed Tworby. One standing over there. This is a unique conversion kit that makes it possible to nearly transform every bicycle into a tricycle. So you can keep your own bike, still have the characteristics of a tricycle. We transferred the bike of Mr. Knoops at one of our 75 dealers, which are located in the Netherlands and in Belgium. And with this product, we want to achieve 4 different kind of goals. First, we want to increase the self-sustainability of the people health. Furthermore, we want to increase their freedom, increase their vitality, and we want to create a safe cycling environment. The story of Mr. Knoops is not unique. In the Netherlands, there are 1 million people who are over 65 and cycling as a hobby. But those people have a 12 times higher chance of getting into an accident compared with people below 65. Besides this big group of people over 65, we also sell products to people with Parkinson and people with brain diseases. And we're currently not only operating in the Netherlands, but we also have resellers in Belgium and Germany, and there's a lot of interest from Norway and Denmark. Compared to our competitors, we are up to 6 times cheaper, we can deliver 8 times faster, and we have better driving characteristics. In the last year, we sold over 150 Tworbys. Last year in November, we won the Ignite Award, a reward of 100,000 euros. And since the beginning of this year, we have a collaboration with the New Mobility Foundation, with whom we fight against mobility poverty. So I started this company almost 3 years ago, and since the beginning of this year, I added some people to my team. So first there's Maarten Valks, who is responsible for our commercial part of Tworby. And then I have Ron and Helen, who are responsible for finance and online marketing. And there's a strategic production partner, the Voorwerkers, which is a firm, and they assemble the products. So furthermore, we are supported by an advisory board, which consists of people. Maarten has a specialty in the health sector. Sten is the former director of Accenture, so it's a big bicycle company, and Jonas Valks is a principal for our Vastos investments, and he knows a lot about financing, especially focusing on startups and scale-ups.
Also, Oppo is behind it, and just make 1.1 billion.
That's right.
There's money to spend.
I chose it. So after this presentation, I would like to get in contact with you, people who know anything about mobility in relation to health, fall prevention, the bike industry, maybe other topics. So feel free to contact me, and hopefully together we can help a lot more people besides Mr. Knoops. Thank you very much.
Is there a question? What's the bike one? Yeah, very good.
You can take this one.
Yeah, and everybody saw the demo model, of course, that's,
What's your social company?
Yeah.
Only comment.
okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Bob. The next speaker, Cardiomo. The floor is yours. Yeah.
Hello everyone, thank you for having Cardiomo today. So exciting to teach the live event again. So I'm Ksenia, co-founder and CEO of Cardiomo, a medtech startup specialized in remote cardiac monitoring. Our team has developed an AI-based solution for remote cardiac monitoring that enables smart, continuous, real-time, and cost-effective monitoring of patients outside of hospital setting. Our solution consists of two parts. One part is hardware. It's a wearable patch, easy to wear, reusable, rechargeable, and waterproof device that tracks the vital signs such as electrocardiogram, heart rhythm, respiration, temperature, body position, activity, and sleeping. And another part, it's a cloud-based analytic platform that collects all the data in real time and analyze the data, predicting cardiac events in real time and detect arrhythmias. We are alumni of Rockstart Health program, and I would like to share today our updates and achievements for the last year. We have incorporated Dutch company, Cardiomo Europe BV, in May last year, and November last year, we started the clinical study with Cardiology Center Netherlands regarding the monitoring of heart rhythm of post-COVID cardiac patients because of the unknown symptoms, long-lasting symptoms of post-COVID. This program was led by Dr. Troelstra. Also, we finally produced the first serial batch of devices and certified the product for the first market. And we received good news that finally the devices yesterday arrived and all the batch was sold to distributors. Also, we signed a distribution agreement for Scandinavian market. We collaborate with cardiologists from Berg, San Francisco General Hospital, and agreed on pilot that schedule for November this year. And one of the important update that we have, our company was selected by Professor of Radboud UMC, Harry Van Goor, and for a mutual project called Fit for Surgery. This 2 years project financed by Health Holland, and the agreement was signed in April 2021 between Radboud UMC, Health Holland, company NAST, and our company Cardiomo. This project is aims to improve healthcare system and reduce costs for hospital stay of pre-operational patients. This project also explores and validates our solution for patients that physically and mentally prepare for surgery at home. We have signed we started the process of CE Mark Class 2 medical device, and we have signed the agreement with Dutch notified body company there, and already successfully passed the first stage of on-site audit regarding the new medical device regulation in July this year. And November last year, our company was certified in compliance with standard ISO 13485, and we can manufacture and sell medical devices and develop and design software. We also grow our team with 2 Dutch professionals, Rob Nusford and Paul Bloomberg. This is a professional from business development. They previously worked at Philips Healthcare and launched the product of remote patient monitoring in the US market. As we promote our product through direct conversation with cardiologists and receiving feedback from key opinion leaders and coaching pilots at hospital, we can make market adoption. And my ask for audience today, warm introduction for right people in primary care, in hospitals and testing facilities. It would be very helpful for us. And also we are looking now for a medical director. And if you know a professional with relevant experience in cardiology, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Questions from somebody?
Thank you, Ksenia. What's the battery life?
Battery life, it's up to 10 days.
Okay.
You can recharge after.
And is it strictly for healthcare or also
No.
private use?
No, no. we pass already with consumer-oriented station. It's yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Other questions at this moment? Then thank you. And then we arrive to the last pitch from Accenture.
You. Hi everyone. Thanks for having me and thanks for your pitches.
Hold on, Sophie. It's still on mute. Ja. Ja, op die oranje. Ja.
Can you hear me? Oh, hi. So I'm here from the Dussen boards together with my colleague Delia there. Maybe we can help you reach your goals. So what exactly is the Dussen boards? Well, it's a program by Accenture, the big consultancy company. We aim to connect innovators such as yourself, build powerful collaborations, and accelerate breakthrough innovations, such as the ones that you just presented before. We started out as the Accenture Innovation Awards back in 2007. However, 2 years ago, we rebranded the Blue Awards in order to kind of distance ourselves from the Accenture name and be open to more partnerships. But we're still based on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and we work in these 3-month generations, where we recruit 50 innovations for a series of 4 events. These are the data for this generation, so we're currently in the 4th generation. As our first event on October 7th is just workshops given by our partners about how to raise capital, about how to enter new markets, business development, and so forth and so forth. We also offer you the opportunity to network with our partners and Accenture's network. Then on the second event on 4th of October, we're going to ask you to pitch to our jury members. So it's just 3 short pitches, 1-to-1. And then on November 11th, it's again pitching, but this time also with questions. And I forgot to say, each round, the jury selects companies who will go on, and unfortunately not everybody can win. So we start with 50, then we go to 20 for the walk. So the first 2 events are for everybody, then we get to 20, and then only 5 get to go to the finale. And finale is like a Shark Tank style pitching. So you're in front of the whole jury, and they're going to ask you really hard questions, and I'm sure you'll all be able to answer them. So yes, our theme is health and well-being. As I said, we're based on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal number 3, good health and well-being. And we have 4 sub-trends. So digital health, which is really big right now. So all kinds of apps and digital tools, cost and affordability, since we all know that healthcare costs are rising. So we're looking for companies who can do something about that. Changing ecosystem, you want to ask, what's that about? Well, we want to look at more prevention, so how to prevent disease, and operating model, so focusing more on value-based healthcare and sustainability, because there's so much waste coming from the healthcare sector. This is our expert jury, so you can see lots of people from hospitals who may be able to help you out. Emily from Microsoft, Leon from Philips, so they're really very different profiles, but each very much expert in their own field and related to health. Our many partners who will be present at the events, we can maybe network with, law firms, accelerators, newspapers, just many different kinds for many different themes, but all very relevant. And if you're still not convinced, then I have one last slide with our winner package. So we actually offer a very vast array of different prizes that you can pick and choose from whatever you like. So we offer you access to business expertise. So for example, to have consultants from Accenture help you out, or from our many partners. So for example, Hugo, Zimbin, and P&O can help you access capital, can help you access new markets, if that's something that you're interested in, or yeah, publicity and networks. Yeah, that's it from me. If you have any questions, or if you want to ask us more about it later, we'll be hanging around. Like, we're from the blue to the board, so thanks very much. Yeah, sure. So last year's winner was UV Smart. They created these little boxes that clean in 90 seconds with UV filters, and they're actually now being used as Scribble. So if you go to Scribble Airport, you can like put your password and your phone in this thing, and that's from them. We also had Tiki, the app from ABN. They participated. We had United Closet or something. Well, they are transferred to Vinted. It's also a big one. So many different types of companies.
Well-known companies, so if you want to join that group,
Exactly.
apply. Okay, thank you very much. I believe there were a few announcements still. Sorry? Upcoming events for the next period. September 30th, we have Molecule Business that is being held at the in Bos. Where we have, I think, an interesting program, especially around new types of development, drug discovery, yes. Case forecast and all these kind of developments, business that field. November 4th, the SMB meeting, crossover health and high. We have some interesting companies that based on or lab on a chip, like that, that are moving into healthcare technology. And in December the 2nd, we have the SMB meeting Healthy Brain, together with almost kinds of companies around that. Lots of workshops. I think I'm not going to on our website. And that is, I think, this part of the program. Then we go to the saying goodbye to John. Maybe John, you can join us here. Let's first give him a big round of applause. I already asked one person if he drank coffee with someone. Has drank coffee with John. A lot of hands going up. Yes. I think you made a big impression here. Probably you might even say that Novioscan would not be here today like it is today. So I would like to say about that view. Maybe first, of course, this was John what he did before he joined SMB and working on Novioscan campus. It's just a few lines. But John van Sambeek assured me that you talk at least 15 minutes in each conversation about this part and how all this valuable skills that you learned there, how they came of use here in Novioscan. This is sort of the history of Novioscan Park. That first was Philip started the semiconductor built in here, but of course the big change that happened here was in 2011. SMB, and in 2013, I think it was when Novioscan campus really started. We did a lot of work in that. And there's lots of people on the internet in all kinds of meetings with all kinds of people. I heard somebody say there's a story that you once had a picture taken together with Constantine. I tried to find it.
Yes.
It is there.
It's
Okay.
on my phone.
It's on your phone. Okay. Let's change that. Very good. Marion counted all in all, you must have organized 65 SMB meetings. And again, I think the community as we are here today came about. One of the comments from one of the people that I got was it was extremely good how you took care of everything arranged before the SMB meeting, except the speakers. But in the end, you were able to get that organized on the short. Yeah, this is sort of you in your natural habitat here in SMB. And we love to have you here again at this moment. This was sort of another habitat that I found on the internet. You never dressed up like this.
We went through one.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, coffee. Lots of coffee that you drank here with the campus. Lots of tours also to all the buildings. I think Marion told me a story that when you moved to A, that you often went on coffee time to M just to be able to catch somebody at the coffee and then talk. Then lots of coffee, like I said. It's not just building that you get here. Sometimes you have to demolish things in order to grow, which you did together with. Interesting because I found this picture in the internet, and this is sort of the campus that are here now. There are two buildings, and this is the parking lot that was there. That is there now. One of the things I thought that the have a campus that is very green and things like that. This picture, they took away the big trees. Then of course the Novioscan campus like is today. And again, I think this age that is partly came about because all the work that you put into it. All kinds of companies that have landed here, where I think in many cases play a big role getting to this place. When you start, of course, your health part of the campus. Nowadays, definitely. There was just one minor point, which is and we found sort of an article where there was a lot of corruption at SMB. Luckily for them, there was an SMB offshore company, and so in the end they were able to convince the Financial Dagblad that it was the offshore. They did it all, so in the end it was all right. Goodbye. Maybe not completely. The John is still working on all kinds of projects. This is his kind of a koophandel address. So if you want to hire him, more than welcome to do so. Thank you, John, for all the work that you did in the last few years. We worked for quite some time. Here together, but though I must say a large part of it. But they just get it missing. Get in contact also. Thank you very much. And
I will not keep my 6 minutes. But I think it is short. But now, first of all, entering here today, interesting. I think this is the first time that we have our seismic business live again. And of course, interesting that I know only about half that are here today.
That's a good thing, because things moving and you currently the other half. So I think that's very good. Things are going on already in half a year. We had a great time over here after the big industry, going to Robot UC, working with our colleagues, valorization. Who was my boss. They have the credit for starting the SMB program. Has been our work. Getting over here with Cadast, beginning of this was nothing, building meetings. Because what do you think companies will like? Great time with SMB, rolling it step by step. So that's been great fun. And then of course we went over to the big work. Briskr, great project, get a program together. Not always working in the next stage. Briskr live. One of the real added value things is SMB. This is new content. Since 2-3 years, I think. And last but not least, there's a lot of people that part of it. Quite some time working with it. And of course, there is Mario in the right hand, the left hand, all and everything. Very much. Thank you. Because you always have a pin on your head, and we thought it would be nice to really have the SMB pin. It's the unique version, nobody else has it, and we would really like to give it to you. Thank you very much for all the work. Ja, ook met allemaal dan.
Oh, oké, leuk. Ja. Dankjewel.
Okay. Thank you all very much. With this, we conclude the program, and I think we go to the barbecue. Thank you very much, and hope to see you all next time. Bye. Yes.